Folklorico is very folk. It's very people friendly. When people watch it, they feel very upbeat and happy, and the mariachi music, like, it gets you energized.
To celebrate our community of local artists, the Art Museum of South Texas is asking 10 creatives one question. What 10 tools do you use to make blank?
My name is Teresa Saldivar, and I am a Baile Folklorico instructor.
The shoes that are in the center were my very first ballet shoes, and my dad, he touched them up with gold, and so he did some paint work with the gold. I have my ballet shoes, the ones that I currently wear, and they're very basic ballet shoes. My foundation is in Baile Folklorico. I grew up dancing about the age of 3.5 with my tambourine and having fun with the audience. I have my red shoes. I think I got them 2 years ago, so it was what I call the year of the red shoe. Anytime I want to just like be creative, I put on my tap shoes and I just like beat or tap my shoes and I just play. I think I do a lot of playing with my tap shoes. I've used the rebozo for many styles of traditional dances in Mexico. Veracruz has the red shawl, and when I went down to study with the Rotary Club, I noticed that the girls wore a lot of red, like bows. The dance of the Veracruz, sometimes in La Bamba, there's a bow that's made with the rebozo, and the performers actually make the bow with their feet. Kind of just show, it almost feels like a piñata. The piñata has the little frills at the end, and to me it just kind of gives it a little bit of like a party or fiesta. I'm using it more as a tool, but I know some of the women do wear, it just depends on the state or region. In Mexico, they will don the rebozo, but then there are the dances that you can actually make the movements with the rebozo. The black skirt is typically known as the practice skirt. We have many different girls, different ages, sizes, but we know that when we come in and dance, we use the black skirt and everyone looks uniformed. My black skirt has sequins, and this has now become more of a performance skirt for dances such as La Llorona. The red and green skirt, to me, represents the colors of Mexico. There's even more ornate skirts that have all the beautiful ribbons, maybe the lace, has the embroidery that a lot of the indigenous artisans make the dresses. The headpiece with the flowers was made by my mom, and she was inspired by Frida Kahlo. I think with Frida, you get that, and it's very clear. She has so much beauty to give, but yet there was so much pain. And so I think that's what makes her such a unique artist, because she's able to put out everything. And the sombrero is symbolic of the soul of Mexico, the mariachi. And so when I perform dances such as El Jarabe Tapatío, El Son de la Negra, these are songs that, you know, you see the sombrero very prominent in the dance. And this is my Catrina hat. It's just, to me, it just represents kind of like be yourself. La Catrina is just a reminder, just be yourself, have fun. My background in dance has always kind of pushed me to be creative with my face. I think the Day of the Dead with the sugar skulls, that kind of makes me want to put on like my little mask. I think the red is definitely me. The blue, I've always been told like blue makes your eyes stand out. This one has been used for El Baile de la Bruja, and La Bruja is a dance, of course, the witch. And so in Veracruz, they have the island of the brujos or brujas. And I was there. I actually stopped there, and it really felt very mystical because there's really not a lot of people there. But it is a little creepy, but I think it just gives that feel of death. Throughout my life, I've always had a connection to flamenco, and that shawl my grandma gave to my mom. And so now it's just a part of our family. And I've danced with it. It's been like on our piano. It's been all over. Sometimes I feel like that's where I'm able to like just put out there what's in me. And it's maybe more for me, but yet it's also hopefully touching the people that are there. My father's art, I've always had that painting in my life, whether in my studio or in my room or in the house. And so when I look at her, it just is kind of like a mirror image of who I am. She's my reminder to lift up, pull up, and to start all over again in my dance. My Uncle Weil, he's from Laredo, Texas, and he was a raw artist. He didn't have any education in his art, but he had a lot of love for the Virgin Mary. With the K-space, the very first image when you step out of the K-space is the Virgin Mary. And I remember when I first started, I thought, well, good, this is a good place to be, because like the presence of the Virgin Mary's here. To me, if I could just do my own little show there, I would love to do that. And I was able to do that with the museum. To me, that house represents all of who we are as a family and all of what is playful and fun, and it's colorful, and I think from that little house you feel a lot of love. I kind of gravitate towards things that are very sacred, whether it's a room or a building or an image or a church or a chapel, but I'd like to see more of that as time goes on, but that little house is definitely the start.